Hello, and welcome to the joy of Arcane Mage. Today we're going to do something a little bit different, and we're going to paint a picture I found. I was flying in the Azure span, and I needed to land a quest, check my quest log, and I saw this when I closed my quest log, and I thought, what a beautiful picture. And if it's okay, I'd like to share that moment with you. So what we'll do is we have our standard 11 by 14 canvas, and it's been lightly coated with white, but you can use whatever size you like, or if you were trying to create a dark theme, you could use a darker color, but we're going to use white today. And I think we're going to make our first big decision, and we're just going to start with the sky up here. Now I have not painted in years, and when I did paint, I wasn't particularly excelled at it. But this is my painting, and it's unique. And how's that sky look there? Looks like it kind of goes up to here. But this painting is unique because I made it, and actually, the beautiful thing about it is that out of all the paintings in the whole world, there won't be one like this. So that's kind of how I did the sky. And while we've got this blue, we're going to get it a little darker. I'm not for sure what the exact ratios of what I'm doing is, because like I said, I don't really know what I'm doing very well. So this is kind of the light part here, so we'll want to get a little darker in here and over in here, I think. Yeah, because it looks like this little island's in here, and it's gonna have like sun rays coming out of it. So, and we'll kind of take it easy over here because we know an iceberg is going to be there. That probably wasn't the best color choice, but that's what we went with, and that's just what we're gonna go with. Now let's take a look at what our next choice should be. Probably some clouds. I like clouds. Clouds are all unique. I don't think I've ever seen two of the same cloud, and we know the tree's going to be kind of in there, so we'll put some a little bit thicker white in there. I'm not for sure if this is the right brush, or see, it's kind of clumping up there. I don't even know what that means, but we're going to put that on there anyway. You know what we're going to do? We're going to make it a little bit whiter and a little bit bluer, because I want these clouds to really pop. I'm just kind of filling in some stuff here, and we'll create these big puffy clouds. And you might think this doesn't look like a professional painting at all, and you are correct, but it's a moment I wanted to share with you, and I'm honestly a little nervous doing it because it's difficult to do something that you haven't done in a while, and you've got an audience watching you, and sometimes it's scary. I don't know if this is the right way or not, but we'll switch this to something different. This was sitting in the bucket, so I think we might use this to kind of craft some fluffy clouds. Yeah, that fluffs them up a little bit there. We'll grab some more white. And where's the... Oh yeah, we got big clouds over here, don't we? There's beautiful big clouds. Don't know if you can tell if that's even there, but you saw it, so it must be there. Now, what's our next big decision we're going to make? I think we're gonna go with that like cliff area, and then a little spot for our big tree to sit, and then the other little cliffy areas. So Let me see if I have a cliffy color. Well, I have this brown color here. We can probably use that. I guess that works. So it looks like it comes in and it's, oh, that's really brown, isn't it? It comes in, it kind of comes up like that. And then the other little platform for our tree seems to be kind of in there. And then this other stuff kind of over here. And then this other little cliff here. Just like that. Alright, so all we have to really do is fill it in and give it a little structure here. So we know that's our cliff, and we know that's where our big boy is sitting, our big tree. I used to have a real big tree when I was a kid. It was a big oak tree by my grandmother's house. And I love that tree. The tree got me through some difficult times. It's funny how nature can do that for you if you just let it. I'd climb up to the top. They had what I would call limb seats, where you'd sit down and right in a crevice of two limbs and just read a book or you do whatever you want. And, oh, I better lighten that up a little. There we go. And you'd sit there and read and read and read, and nothing down below you could hurt you. You know, you were safe up there in almost the embrace of the tree, just kind of sitting there. So when I see young boys and girls kind of just off alone, sitting and doing their own thing, I think, you know, they might like trees, but they also might not like what's under it. I don't know if that tree's still there. It was an old tree. Old tree. You know, I'm not an artist, but I promise I'm trying. So we've got that part. So I think that looks pretty straightforward, right? But while we've got our, you know, we need to fix this a little bit. We need to get this water looking a little better. And I don't know how often you should wipe your brush off, so we'll see what this does. Yeah, see, that's not horrible. Well, a little horrible. But like I said, it's really just what you want your painting to be. There. That looks better. Now, what's our next big decision? Should we work on this guy first, or maybe get our big tree done? Let's work on our tree. And this tree kind of has this bluish color to it, but I want to keep it brown. And we'll add a little blue in there, which may make a black, but I don't really know. I was honestly really good at art whenever I was younger, but that you can clearly see that skill has passed. And this tree goes up like this. Such a strong, beautiful tree. Lots of people think they have to end up like this guy. They have to be a big tree. If you're not a big tree, you're not worth anything. But I'm here to tell you, little trees need just as much love as these big trees right here. Yeah, I think that's good. Maybe a little roots down here. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll start kind of filling in the gaps here. Let me see. I think we'll just put some branches in first. I think that's what we'll do. Always needs some support, you know. I think that's what big trees really should do. All the other little trees we're going to put in here like it's shade. They like to relax. So we'll just put some branches in there. And now we can fill it out with our green. But we'll leave a little blue in there, just to give it that kind of blue magic look. So we'll create this big tree here, this big magical tree. Isn't that nice? Yeah, we'll let some sky show through there, show how big it is. Now, got some little spots to fill in here. Yeah, I have it branching out. See this right here. This would be a good spot for a limb seat. Go sit up there, or this one. That's a good one too. All right, I think that tree looks amazing. Oh wait, we gotta fix this part. We don't want it raining if you're up there for a while. Got a nice little cozy spot there. All right, now let's start. I think we need to add this tree, and then we can move on to the next spot. So let's add this tree here. How's it look? Yeah, it's kind of fluffy, like this, don't you think? Yeah, it's got like a little fluff to it, just like that. And give him a little shade down here. Yeah, this guy's got a lot of shade because he's real big. I'm gonna add some rocks in here. Add some rocks in here, little jagged edges here. And I'm just doing little crisscrosses to make this pattern look so lifelike. And then a little white in here. There you go. There you go. That way. Maybe there's a rock over here. In my world, there's a there's a rock over there too. Yeah. There we go. Maybe a little more something here. Yeah. Such a beautiful tree. Now let's work on the island. Now we know this island's kind of a darker color. We've been using the same brush, so everything's kind of becoming a darker color. But that's okay. And then looks like that, and there's a little guy there. See how I'm just kind of working it in at first, and then coming back later and doing all the real technical stuff. So there's a rock here and a rock here, kind of. All right, and then it's got like a little shore area. You see that? A little shore. And let's see. Let's start filling this in here. That looks like a hill, doesn't it? I think it does. Kind of like a hill. I don't know. There we go. Now we're making it a little more earthy, you know, because we have to put trees here, and they can't quite grow in the rocks, can they? There we go. And then that shore kind of just comes out there, just like that. Yeah. Now we have to create our trees that we see here, and it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trees we've got to put in here. And that's actually all the trees we have in my family. Let's make the mama bear, the mama tree. She is the mama bear around here, though. We'll make the mama bear big and strong, just like here. Yeah. And we'll put the leaves and everything on there afterwards. These look like carnivorous, not carnivorous, but evergreen trees. So there's the mama tree. And now let's make the papa tree. Papa tree is actually a little bit taller than the mama tree. I don't know if we're going to have room for all these trees, but we definitely, remember, these are just the middle parts of the tree, and we haven't got the other parts on there yet, but we've got to add our other trees. We've got the mama tree, we've got the papa tree. Now let's add these other little trees down here. Yeah. There's a little tree there. You know, I'm going to fill this one out right now because they're so far away. There's one there, and I'm going to put one right here. There's 1, 2. Oh, we got to make some room, don't we? So that's the beautiful thing about painting, is anytime you want, you can just make some more room. You see what I did there? I just made more room because I want to put another tree right here. And just like that, I've changed my world a little. And for the better, because I want to make sure all these trees get on. All these trees are very, very important to me. So there's the third tree. And we'll put the fourth one kind of up in here. See how it looks like it's in the foreground now? Yeah. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is there 6? Let's take a closer look at this picture here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, but there's 7 in the picture. We miscounted. We need another one. We almost forgot one of our trees. I don't think that particular tree would have liked me forgetting him. We'll put him right there, kind of in front. He's always been kind of, I want to be in front kind of guy. And then we'll fill out the mama and the daddy trees. Let's see. I'm going to mix it up a little bit. I'm going to change the color a little bit, give it a little highlight. You see that highlight that's popping through there? And this one's kind of covering up that one, but it's okay. We'll let mama tree be in the front, and the daddy tree will go behind there. And then, yeah, see how I'm just putting highlights on here? But let's not forget, we have 3 little trees down here. And we definitely want to include these 3. Sometimes not all your trees can be together. Sometimes they're gone. But we can remember them right here. Right in this little tree here. Isn't that a beautiful tree? So it's not with the other trees, but it doesn't mean we don't love them. I'll put another one, a tiny one up here. A little tiny one. Just like that. Oh, give that one a little highlight. There we go. Yeah, the sun's coming in, beating down. Sun's shining on them. Now, our last one. Our last one here. And then we'll put this little guy here, right next to the rock, playing, goofing around, throwing stuff in there. I don't know what trees do, they're silly. Now, let's straighten up our coastline a little bit and see what we've done. Let's just straighten this up a little bit. So it kind of looks like there's a little bit of shade going on, you know. There we go. That's good. Yeah, see how it looks like it's almost perfect. I really like that. Yeah. Maybe a little something down here too. There we go. All right. Now our last ingredient we need is the iceberg. And I'm pretty sure icebergs are white and blue. So I'm going to add a lot of white to this. I mean, it's a lot of white. Honestly, at my skill level, I don't know if it's a lot of white or not. But we're using, I'll show you here, about this much. You see how it's perfectly beaded up on the brush there? That's how you want yours to be. Now, this iceberg looks a little bit like this. I'm just roughing it in before I do all the real details here. Oh boy, that is a really dark black I had underneath there, isn't it? So maybe we can just go pretty full on white here. And oh, you know what we'll do? We'll make a blue one. We'll make a blue iceberg and highlight it with white. See, that was kind of a real big decision on my part, but I'm happy with it. I think that turned out really well. Like I said, this is a one-of-a-kind painting here. There's no other painting like this. There will never be a painting like this. It's absolutely unique and individual to me. And let's get a little bit of darker spots and then lighten up some of the lighter spots. So all that composition looks pretty perfect. And I think icebergs are the easiest ones to do the whole thing, I think that was the easiest part, but I think something's missing. We need a little penguin. I know it's not in the original I think we need a little penguin in there. And what we're going to have this penguin doing is he's going to be waving to these guys right here. And they might be waving back to the penguin, I don't know. Or they may be staring at this huge tree. Oh, we have to add the little blue spots. Remember the blue spots from the picture? We have to add that. But let's put our penguin in, because I'm excited to get this penguin in. Pretty positive penguins are black and white. So ours will probably be gray. Now that's its head. Sometimes it's hard to tell. And then its little body. And it's just kind of sitting there, right? Just kind of sitting there. It's difficult to tell because he's small. It has nothing to do with my artistic ability. So yeah, it's just kind of. Do you see it? So this is like his right arm and his shoulder, and then his head, and then I got to put the beak in. That's a different color. I don't know what colors their beaks are, but I'm going to make mine brown. Just like that. And he's waving, so we've got to get the other hand up there waving at these trees. We'll do this one. I'll show you something special. See that? Just like that. He's waving. And he's waving at these trees here. Now, let's finish this up and put our blue spots in there. Our really bright blue spots. So if you're doing this at home, make sure you don't mix it with black like I did. So we got the blue coming through here. Looks like there's a little bit more kind of in here. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty how that goes on there? And this is our sitting spot. So we're going to make a lot of blue around here. A lot of magic. I guess it's magic. I don't know what's making it blue. But isn't that beautiful? Thank you so much for painting with me today. And if you enjoyed it, let me know. Or on the communities page, let me know if you've done your own painting and how that turned out.